New facts of atrocities and torture of civilians are revealed in the liberated village of Vilkhivka near Kharkiv. The Ukrainian army found a whole family that Russian troops burned alive in the basement. A local paramedic was also found. He was shot with his hands tied behind his back. The village was completely destroyed. There is no light, water and gas, as in the neighbouring settlement of Mala Rogan.
This is the road to Donetsk. For several weeks, it was controlled by Russian troops. This is the nearest suburb of Kharkiv. At the entrance to the village of Mala Rogan is a torn-down sign on the roadside, which is mined. Across the road is another one, decorated with a blue and yellow flag. Soldiers are dismantling an enemy truck for spare parts in a forest clearing.
At the moment, we need parts for another truck. It will be work for our army.
What else can you pick up?
There is nothing else useful here.
There is a lot of Russian equipment along the roadside. Shot tubes, burned-out tank minus its turret. Bloody bundles lie nearby. These were fortifications of the Russian army. They even managed to build dugouts.
This was also found in the dugout, all that's left.
There are also Russian uniforms, field rations, many pills, mostly painkillers, and for some reason a children's backpack.
And this is an element of summer equipment of the Russian criminals. What did they tell us? Drills? 3 days? In February, Russians do not wear caps. This is part of the summer uniform. They were preparing and planning. But it will not be so. We will destroy them. They have only the one chance to escape from Ukraine and stay alive. And someone will live to face the tribunal, which will be definitely.
The inscription on the chevron is Krasnoselskaya. This is the 138th Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Order of Lenin, based near Leningrad. These are apple gardens near Kharkiv. You can see here young trees. No one knows when farmers can return here to care for the plants. Everything here is mined. There is still no light or water in the village. The local farmers showed what the occupiers did. High explosive bombs were dropped on her farm.
This purebred boar I brought from Sumy. I closed my ears but heard them screaming, and I stood there and shouted with all my might.
120 heads of cattle were burned alive.
The husband smashed the wall with a tractor, and we began to pull out the cattle.
Mrs. Lyubov is both a zoo technician and a veterinarian. Now she's caring for her wounded calves. Is he burnt or wounded?
It's a wound. I use ointment every day and give it injections, and there, it still has a fragment.
Mrs. Lyubov shows us the surviving animals in another barn. To water the cattle, they go to the river and bring water. During several weeks of occupation, Mrs. Lyubov fed the whole village. She brought people meat and milk, went for bread.
We drove under fire, and I had to give a pack of cigarettes to Russian soldiers. I bought them specially.
The work on the farm did not stop all this time.
These calves are 1.5 months, a month, a week. 2 were born yesterday. We have this every day.
Were they born under the bombing?
Yes, they are. We can't leave the farm. We stay here with people.
Maria Malevska, Alexander Brizhna, Ihor Tambiev, Vikna Program, STB, United News.